What happened to Harry's dad, number 2, David Foster? With Christmas coming up, remember when the Markles moved to Montecito and they declined the invite to spend Christmas with the royal family? They wanted to spend it with the Fosters and Doria. A royal fan curious about what happened here. Did the bank of dad number 2 refuse to open for them? Because no one seems to last long in their circle, and the Fosters have not invited the Markles to their upcoming Oscars party. Neither has Sir Elton John. Music mogul David Foster has been described by some as a father figure to Harry, who's helped the Harkles settle in North America. Foster's wife, Catherine McPhee, attended the same Catholic school as Meghan. Meghan was already at high school by the time Catherine was at the LA middle school. Months ago, rumour said that Meghan Markle put the moves on David Foster. Obviously, Catherine McPhee didn't like how Meghan was acting towards and treating David Foster. David didn't like it either, and repeatedly told her to quit it. Harry, when told by them, just laughed and said they were making it all up, that they were jealous of how hot his wife is, and that's not his fault. Now, a source said that Meghan is apparently hunting for a richer man. Meghan wasn't a good actress. She never won acting awards in Hollywood. No one knew who she was before she got with Harry. No one in Hollywood cared. Then, when she bagged a prince, she became famous overnight. For the record, having 3 million followers on Instagram doesn't mean you're unique. Actually, Harry and Meghan were never phased in by the American top society. From the moment of their arrival, they were never welcomed with open arms by any of the top social people, to which Markle aspired, thinking a princely husband and his titles alone would guarantee entry. Sure, their PR has organised their presence here and there. The speech at the UN to an almost empty plenary hall, or the Intrepid Veterans Day. Sure, their PR has organised their presence here and there. The speech at the UN to an almost empty plenary hall, or at the Intrepid Veterans Day dinner, both in New York City, and both were flops, inciting mostly raised eyebrows and even derision. They weren't even invited to Barack Obama's 60th birthday, with 500 or so other of the US's creme de la creme, at least from the Democratic side of politics, and they weren't invited to the celebrity-riddled Met Gala this year either, so no phased in at either of those events. Now, you might say, well, those things are on the East Coast, far away from Montecito where they live, and you would be right, but they didn't even score an invitation to the Academy Awards this year, and Hollywood is just down the road by comparison to Martha's Vineyard in New York City. From the moment they hit the US after Megxit, their decidedly unroyal whining began, confirming what people already knew from transatlantic whispers, that they were both badly dressed up trash. Not really royal at all, in the sense that most people would expect, but rather just trumped up, over-entitled, hoi pollio, and their appearance on Oprah just confirmed it. After all, why would anyone royal, let alone anyone half-decent, bare their souls via Oprah's open-mouthed chat forum to the entire world? And that probably sealed their fates. Trashing the respected British royal family from the safety of the US via a chat show, Megamouth, was definitely not a good look. Top society people avoid publicity like the plague, rather than inviting it, but not these two. And it's been all downhill from there. The deaths of Harry's 2 grandparents, one who was the monarch of 16 countries, just reinforced what an awful pair they are in the aftermath of each event, especially Harry, who saw neither of his grandparents before their deaths.